Welcome, one and all. Well, today we have a movie review that's so out there, out of space, and it starts off with a very crazy scene that I implore you to watch right now because it's extremely fucked up. It portrays a bunch of ape-like humanoids, honestly, like the dawn of civilization, and it's very off-putting and it's very, very realistic, and the effects are fucking amazing. Like watching it today is beautiful. I would even go so far as to say that this would probably very similar to what existed at one point in time. It's so believable and so realistic. But I mean that is not the point of this. Kubrick wanted to make something that was just very, very, very real and believable and it felt like you were there and I think he did a fucking amazing job of it. But oh, it quickly divulges into a futuristic type 70s feel aesthetic, and it's really, really, really neat to see. Even in today's modern world, everything is so, 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 so cool. I mean, they fucking predicted iPads. Look at how neat that is. And when you see the scene, it instantly clicks in your mind. Holy shit, this was so long ago, and they perfectly predicted iPads because he's using one. Maybe not the retro style future. I mean, the movies that we see today of futuristic interpretations, I think are a little bit more realistic of the future. We dropped this aesthetic of the 70s for a long time, but it's interesting to see a very a different take on the futuristic style of the future. But the one thing it beautifully interprets in this movie is AI, and holy shit, is that relevant today. So when you're watching this movie, just remember that we're on the cusp of designing and building something of this nature. Which is pretty incredible to think given how seems to be a much more far in the future society, colonizing space, bound amongst the solar system. But I mean, today's AI is gonna gotta be getting close to more advanced than HAL 9000. So we're only bound to see what will bring the future of AI to us. And take what you must from the interpretations of the future that we have here, because obviously 2001 has gone and passed. I mean, really, it devils on more questions of human evolution and the fact that it could be so weird and so out there that we're not even beginning to know the real nature of this universe. I mean, is it truly possible for the human uh, kind to evolve to such a different form? And is it possible for like interdimensional beings to encapsulate us and to change our DNA fundamentally through this unknown object that may not be connected to some otherworldly demigod. It just goes so on. It goes on and on and on, and it could be even fucking crazier in real life. So, above the deep philosophical questions that 2001 Space Odyssey has, on the top of that, it's a really, really good movie. For a movie that came out in 1968 to be entertaining in 2024 is a milestone of entertainment. And I think that the people who made this project they weren't thinking any farther than 2001. So the fact that it's incredible 24 years after the movie kind of was set upon in the future and whatnot, we're here. We're in the future. It's a deeply trippy movie, and depending on what set of eyes you have on, the this you're gonna look at this movie in many, many, many different ways, and it really brings light to the deep, deep thinking that movies can really bring on. And I think Kubrick just went fucking all out on this one. I mean, the people who designed this must have spent fucking forever making all this. A very interesting and profound watch. Maybe not so much all audiences would appreciate such a thing, but it's certainly as relevant as ever today, and its thoughts on our evolution and our things. It actually kind of reminds me a little bit of Prometheus, which is very cool. So if you're watching over 2001: The Space Odyssey, just see if you get the feeling of Prometheus. And actually, what would be a very stellar movie if they came out with it today is if they came out with a kind of a similar movie and premise of this, but with newer um, theatrics, newer set design, and just overall, just these types of movies. They're deep spacey, can just never get old. So there you have it. 2001: Space Odyssey, super trippy watch, and I highly recommend it. And hey, just think of it this way: AI may have already gone rogue.